In the American heartland, a vast and wild landscape stands as the last remaining refuge of the Tallgrass Prairie, the iconic Flint Hills. Visually, this physiographic zone, taking up much of the eastern third of Kansas, resembles an ocean of wind-whipped grass set upon peaks and troughs that ripple outward like waves to the horizon. It's a grand arena where one can witness nature's elements interacting with one another, as Earth is endlessly sculpted by the efforts of wind, water, and fire. The rhythm of hooves echo throughout the region, which serves as a sanctuary for the West's most noble spirits, bison, cattle, and wild horses. Highways and back roads cut through these emerald hills, ushering travelers to places with big sweeping vistas, small town charms, and respite from the road. Let's take a journey through these routes, and together, we will uncover the mysteries of the Tallgrass. The Flint Hills are a region spread out across 4 million acres in eastern Kansas. From north to south, they stretch from northern Kansas all the way into northern Oklahoma. Due to its rocky geology, the Flint Hills were resistant to trees and the plow, and now represent 80% of the remaining tallgrass prairie in North America, which once ranged from Canada to Texas. This region is made up of alternating layers of limestone and shale that were deposited by an ancient inland seaway in the Permian period, around 280 million years ago. The limestone resists erosion more than shale, creating prominent benches and hilltops in a process known as differential erosion. The erosion in recent geologic history has created the jagged step pyramid look of the Flint Hill slopes. In the book Prairie Earth, author William Least Heat Moon began his novel standing atop Ronaker Hill in contemplation of how to tell his story about the Flint Hills. As the author looked out over the rolling hills towards the western sunset, the formulation became illuminated for him. As I recreated that moment from the drone, my methodology was realized as well. I will take you along as my passenger by Jeep and drone to have a vicarious experience of traveling through the region. You'll see Kansas through my eyes and understand why I believe the identity of the Flint Hills is unique and majestic. Let's begin our journey on a weekend getaway to the heart of the Flint Hills in Chase County. We'll start by booking a room at the Clover Cliff Bed and Breakfast, a historic ranch spanning 4,000 acres of authentic Kansas prairie. Its secluded location provides a backdrop of rolling hills and wide open plains. It's the perfect setting for a Wild West experience at a working ranch, which raises bison in addition to cattle.
For tourists that want to experience the Flint Hills, we think the Clover Cliff Ranch is a great place to come. The Clover Cliff Ranch is large enough. If you want to go for a horseback ride or if you want to go for a walk, you can walk miles. We've had visitors from other countries and even from large cities who come here, and they just can't believe the vastness of the property, the openness of it. We had a family come from Japan. Susie asked the family, "Why did you choose to come to the Flint Hills? Why did you choose to come here?" And he said, "Because we wanted to experience the way the United States used to be really before civilization." There are not a lot of ranches around that have bison, and so when guests come, it's always a highlight for them to be able to observe the bison. Sometimes they're up close to the houses, and upon my availability, there are times when I can take guests out in a side-by-side and see the bison. We operate from 2,500 to 3,000 bison at any one time. The breeding season for bison is different than for cattle. Bison have not been domesticated yet. Their breeding season is primarily in July and August, which means their babies are born 9 months later. So the birthing season is April, May, and June. The bison cows on the ranch will probably weigh around 1,200 pounds, give or take. The big bulls will weigh 2,000 pounds. We actually had one bull that weighed 2,600 pounds. This guy was a monster, and he had an attitude to match it.
I've stayed here multiple times now and love the serenity and adventure to be had. It's a place where one's eyes can stretch out to the horizon, and the perfect setting for a family retreat. Rooms can be booked in the elegant Victorian-style stone home up on the center of the cliff, or you could stay in one of the other bunkhouses on the ranch, like the private gable house, which is my personal favorite accommodation.
You can stay in the main house. It has 4 bedrooms. Everyone shares the common areas. The house was completed in 1883.
My daughter and I enjoy searching for collared lizards that can be found perched on rocks collecting sun rays. They are active from April to September, but young ones can be seen as late as mid-October. These lizards eat a variety of insects, so they're definitely a benefit to have around. Clover Cliff Ranch is an excellent place to stay in the Flint Hills because it's close to everything. Chase State Lake, Cottonwood Falls, the Tallgrass Prairie Preserve, and the Flint Hills Scenic Byway are all within a short distance from the ranch. In Cottonwood Falls, we'll stop into the Chase County Tourism Center and we'll speak with Tony, Director of Chase County Tourism, and inquire more about what there is to do in the area on a weekend trip.
Tourism is our lifeblood. We have the oldest operating courthouse in the state of Kansas, which is one of our big tourist draws. It's open every day for tours, self-guided tours. So you might wonder, why Cottonwood Falls? Where's the falls in Cottonwood? Well, it's at the north end of Main Street, which is also known as Broadway, and it's actually a dam that was built. It's a man-made dam that was built to provide water and run a mill down there on the river.
Chase State Lake is a 109-acre lake located in the scenic Flint Hills region of Kansas, about 1.5 miles west of Cottonwood Falls. It's managed by the Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks and is a popular spot for outdoor activities including fishing, camping, and birding.
You always ask about the waterfalls at the Chase State Lake. Well, the waterfalls are always fabulous at the lake, even when they're just trickling. It's just a beautiful place to visit. The Flint Hills, of course, has the National Scenic Byway that runs right through the center of it. And on the south end of the byway is Pioneer Bluffs. They are the center for preserving the ranching heritage of the Flint Hills. It's located on a ranch that was established by the Rogler family in the early 1800s. Pioneer Bluffs is just doing a great job keeping that ranching heritage alive.
Matfield Station is a beautifully restored historical site that has been repurposed as a lodging and arts center. The restored bunkhouse now offers unique accommodations for visitors, while the surrounding property, much of which is never-tilled prairie, features the Prairie Art Path, a multi-mile trail with sculptures by various artists.
I decided that I would retire early, move to the prairie, and become a sculptor. And that's what we did. Over time, I've established the Matfield Station Prairie Art Path with about 4 miles of path. A lot of it is my sculpture, but also friends. It was very informal, not very dense at this point. There's plenty of room for more sculpture. In 2012, I did a fire circle at the Land Institute, and it's just really satisfying to bring people to a place, and it opens up to the sky, and there's a fire. And so I did a similar piece here out of heavy timbers. It's called Timber Arches. And so it's a series of 8 arches made out of timbers and with a fire circle.
The station serves as a base for visitors looking to explore the tallgrass prairie, hike, watch trains, or immerse themselves in the growing arts community of the nearby town of Matfield Green. It represents a harmonious blend of historical preservation, artistic expression, and the appreciation for the natural beauty of the Flint Hills. Mexican laborers, often fleeing the turmoil and poverty of the Mexican Revolution, were crucial to the development of the railroad industry in Kansas during the early 20th century. The Santa Fe Railroad openly recruited these workers to construct and maintain lines, including those that reached Matfield Green in 1923.
So I'd always heard, though, that this housing unit was the last standing unit of the camps for the Mexican laborers. Standing outside, it still has that feel of the old Mexican camp, that as you walk up to it, you could almost sense that it still was home to those railroad workers at that time. To see all the homes and realize that each one of these little units was home to a railroad family at the time, that the Santa Fe provided these homes for their laborers, realizing that the only way they were going to keep the Mexican laborers here was to have good housing for them. And so this was one of those units. These units were found actually throughout many communities. The early migrations of railroad workers, as early, like I said, as early as like 1905, that was kind of like the first wave. And so that whole wave of families still exists here in the communities.
While touring the back roads of Kansas, one of my favorite things to experience are the numerous beautiful waterfalls in the Flint Hills, many of which are man-made and created by the spillways of lakes and dams. These spillway waterfalls are a result of water overflowing from the reservoirs and cascading over rocky ledges or artificial structures. A great example of these man-made waterfalls is the spillway at Cowley State Lake. Cowley State Fishing Lake, located in Cowley County in the southern Flint Hills, is an 84-acre man-made lake with a notable waterfall that adds to its appeal. The waterfall, located at the far northwest end of the property, is a popular attraction, with Yahoo Travel even naming it one of the 12 most beautiful waterfalls in America. Sudden storms are a common occurrence in Kansas, particularly in the spring and summer. For this reason, the Flint Hills is a prime region for storm chasing.
I've been storm chasing for 11 years now. My favorite place is to chase in the Flint Hills because of how beautiful it is, especially with the storms in the background. The structure of the storms is very cool to see out there. It's mostly like the anvils that you can see on this photo up here. That was actually taking the Flint Hills up by in Prairie. I like driving down 177. It's my favorite highway to go on. The best time to see that is in the spring when everything's green, I believe so.
Not far from Cowley State Lake near Highway 160, wild horses can be seen roaming in herds along the highway. The Flint Hills serve as a crucial hub for the management of wild mustangs from western states. These horses, which have been removed from overpopulated rangelands, are often housed in long-term holding facilities on private ranches, particularly in the Flint Hills region. One of my favorite lakes in Kansas that has a waterfall is Santa Fe Lake, located in Butler County near Augusta, Kansas. This lake is a popular destination for outdoor recreation, covering around 360 acres. The waterfall at Santa Fe Lake provides a scenic and rewarding destination for hikers, spanning 100 feet across and up to 10 feet high. They are often a beautiful sight to behold even in the dead of winter when the falls freeze completely over. Access to the waterfall is typically via the park's trails, such as the Santa Fe Lake South Trail, which offers a moderate hike with some rocky terrain and elevation changes. Santa Fe Lake has become a notable destination for mountain biking in the Wichita area, offering a network of trails that cater to various skill levels. The trail system is maintained by the Kansas Single Track Society and is split into two main sections, the North and South Trails. The North Trail is known for its flowing, less technical single track and double track, making it an excellent choice for beginners and those seeking a fast, fun ride with minimal elevation changes. In contrast, the South Trail presents a more challenging experience with technical sections, rocky climbs, and the tight turns that will test a rider's skills. The terrain here can be rugged with sharp rocks, so a flat tire is a real possibility. Near to Santa Fe Lake is an overlooked piece of the state's heritage, the 21st Street Historic Stone Bridge. These stone bridges are numerous across the Flint Hills. Another great example of these stone arch bridges is the Otter Creek Bridge in Greenwood County. As you've now seen with waterfalls and bridges, creeks in the Flint Hills are a great feature to explore in the region. With so much of the Flint Hills being on private property, it really helps to have a guide who can access these sites. Toby Davis of Midwest Guided Adventures is a creeking expert that provides tours in central Kansas and has access to some beautiful creeks like this one in Greenwood County. Toby has been creeking for decades and is an expert at spotting fossils and Native American artifacts. Toby spotted an arrowhead hidden among hundreds of other rocks just under the surface of the creek. Seeing Toby pull that artifact from the water instantly connected me to the past, and I was suddenly much more aware of the ancient nature of this land. As we walked on exploring that creek, I couldn't help but being lost in thought about the indigenous peoples that inhabited this place. Numerous tribes, including the Kanza, Pawnee, Wichita, and Osage, established cultures in the vicinity before European explorers arrived in the mid-1500s. These cultures were well adapted to the tallgrass prairie, and their adaptations influenced later American settlers and current residents, such as conducting prescribed burns on the prairie, which results in a variety of ecological benefits. Some of the benefits of prescribed burns, also known as controlled burns, include the restoration of native grasses, a release of nutrients into the ground, a control for brush and weeds, and a reduction of risk for devastating wildfires. Burning season typically runs from early March through mid-April and can often be a community event among neighbors. The journeys we've taken along the highways and back roads have shown us not just the beauty of the Emerald Slopes and the quiet charms of the towns, but the deep-seated connection between the land and the people who call it home. The Tallgrass Prairie is more than just a physiographic zone. It's a profound living entity, an ocean of grass whose waves still ripple out to the horizon, carrying with them the heritage of the American heartland. As we leave this sanctuary, we carry the memory of its wildness and its enduring mystery, a powerful reminder that some of the greatest wonders of the West are not found in mountains or canyons, but right here, located in the tallgrass. Our journey together is now over, but the experience can last. If you wish to carry a piece of the tallgrass home, visit the link below to find prints of the places you've seen today. You can pick back up the journey with me by subscribing to Apt Films on Patreon. Thank you so much for watching this film.